Hi, this is Marina with an Eden Living. Today is Friday, and on Friday I share a fact about myself and another fact that has something to do with natural, sustainable, healthy living style. So it's a July series, Healthy Life, that I challenged myself with to do for the entire month of July. And today I thought I would share a fact about myself that has to do with one of my ways to contribute to preserving the environment. It's just one thing out of other things that I do. So the one thing that I try to do is to conserve. I try to conserve water consumption, energy consumption, whether it's gas or electricity. I guess the want for conservation and recycling and reusing things came from my grandma, or Oma as we call her. So I think it started with her because she is like extreme economist. She just likes to conserve everything she touches, whatever she has. She barely has any waste. So I guess it started with that, and then once I started looking into and finding out more about the environment and what it actually does to the environment, the usage of gas and electricity and water and how it affects the environment, I started to understand it better, and also it motivated me even more to look for different ways on how to conserve. And it actually benefits our wallets, and it benefits the environment, and when it benefits the environment, it also benefits all of us. So I just wanted to share a few tips or a few things that we do to conserve. One way that we try to conserve is to take shorter amount of time for our showers. So whenever in the evening, when I take off my makeup first, so that I have control of turning off the water and rinsing my face and getting rid of the makeup. Then when I need the water to rinse it off, I just turn the faucet back on, and that way when I go into the shower, I don't need to stand there and cleanse my face while the water is still running. So things like that. When we brush our teeth, we usually, and that's what I teach our children, I tell them to turn off the faucet, brush their teeth, and when they need the water, turn it on then. The water that I use for rinsing the vegetables and fruits, I reserve it and water either the plants around the house, or I water the plants in the backyard, in our garden. Especially mothers have to do a lot of laundry, so it is important to also conserve the water when we do the laundry. So I wait until I have a full load until I do laundry, and if I have just a few pieces that need to be washed now and they cannot wait until I have collected enough dirty laundry to throw into the washing machine, I just wash them by hand. One of the major appliances that consume electricity are our dryers. So I usually try to, again, minimize the amount of drying time, or I wait until I have a full load to dry. Also, I try to hang up the clothes. I have a drying rack that you can get on Amazon or Bed Bath & Beyond, and I just hang up the laundry on the drying racks. Especially when our kids were younger, I hung up all of the baby clothes and diapers, the reusable diapers, on the drying rack. So that helped me a lot to conserve, and you will see it. The difference in the energy bill is huge. Turning off the lights whenever you leave a room or the house, turning off your appliances like the TV if they're not being used. Computers, put them in sleep mode, that way they use less energy. So things like that. If you have a lot of gadgets or things that are plugged in into the wall but you're not necessarily using them, you can turn it off. You can get a extension cord that has a button where you can just hit the button to turn off multiple appliances at once, like the printer or the copy machine or whatever else. Whenever we go on trips, we usually turn down the thermostat in winter months so that it doesn't just warm up the house when there's no one in the house. Turning on ceiling fans helps, whether it's winter or summer, whether you're using natural gas or electricity. Ceiling fans actually help to distribute the air temperature more equally throughout the room. Whenever you cook something and it's almost done, you can turn off the stove. The stove will still be hot enough to boil or cook whatever you're cooking to the temperature that you like. So sometimes when I boil the noodles and I know they're almost done, I usually turn off the stove. It just gets done on the stove that's already off. So I try to minimize the time that the stove is using the electricity, because the stove is still hot and it's gonna be hot for a little while. Now if you're using gas stove, of course it's gonna, the heat will stop instantly if you turn it off. The entire planet benefits when we conserve a little bit. I hope you found this video interesting and you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.